first step into the tutorial is to cut squares, and I'm doing a 7 cm by 7 cm square. I could cut 12 squares of that measurement out of one A4 size paper. We need 6 squares for one flower, so there we have it. There we have it, a nice little square. And for the flower we have to make 3 folds, once by the middle of the square, second one also the middle, and the third square we have to do it diagonally. That's the diagonal fold. And this is the center of the flower. That's where the pattern goes. We can do various patterns, but this is the pattern I chose for our flower. And once we cut out the pattern, that's the heart we get. We get a tiny little heart. If we open this heart up, we get one layer of the flower, and we have to repeat the same for all 6 squares. So after cutting out the dotted lines, what I like to do is I cut this triangle out to apply the glue. It makes it very easy to work with the layers. So repeat this step for all the layers that we got out of the dotted lines, except the very small ones. The single layer and the single petal and the double petal, you don't have to do that for them. But repeat this for the rest of them. Now according to the number of petals, start stacking them right in the middle using the glue of your choice, and you can see that you get that perfect flower shape. So that is how the flower looks after it's all done. And a tip that I forgot to mention earlier is that I use a paintbrush or a very thin paintbrush. I place it at the center and along the length of the petal, and I try to curve each petal upwards, so that would give my flower a more realistic look. And these 2 red flowers I could make out of one A4 size paper. The size that we chose earlier was 7 centimeters, so a 7 centimeter square would give us 2 of these flowers out of one paper. This pink one was an 8 centimeter size. I could only make 1 of these flowers from one paper, so I think it's better to stick with the 7 centimeters, the red ones. And if you think that you don't have any colored paper available at your home and you can't go outside given the situation we're living in, you could also make this out of plain white paper available in your notebooks. This one is the white one, and I tried to paint it, just splash some colors all over it. Another alternative apart from the white paper and the color paper available would obviously be newspapers. This is the newspaper flower, but my suggestion would be try to select newspaper with better colors, a nice scheme you can make out of it. Or you could use magazines as well, nice shiny oil paper. You could choose better colors, a more attractive flower. I'll try to make another video on that as well. So there you have it.